Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How are you all doing today? I hope you are all having an amazing day. I know I am. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video. Like it now. There you go. Like it now because you're going to forget to like it later. Okay. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all. Wait. Okay. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. Don't forget to go to my website, jovibeauty.com, to get you one of our dope pieces of merch. We have bonnets, we have scarves, sweaters, we have a lot of cute merchandise. Last but definitely not least, don't forget you can always donate to the channel. All donations are thoroughly appreciated. So y'all, today we have a, oh my bad. Today we have a full plethora of stories. We have 4 stories we're going to get into. We will be talking about Rory and Mal and Rory's comments towards Beyonce that got, listen. We're also going to be talking about Akon and what's recently happened to him. Cardi B as well, having her baby for Stefon. What is it? Diggs, as well as Mariah the Scientist allegedly being impregnated by young fucking thug. Okay, listen. Where are we? Where are we? What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know, but I guess we're here. Okay, I don't know, but I guess we're here for the foolishness. All right. So listen, we're gonna start with Rory and Mal. Hold on. Bam. We're going to start with Rory and Mal and how this shit blew up. So apparently, Rory, if you don't know, Rory and Mal used to be on the Joe Budden podcast, right? I used to watch it back in the day. I still watch it sometimes. But they were the original host with Joe Budden's on the Joe Budden podcast, and they were instrumental in blowing him up and allowing Joe Budden's podcast to be known throughout the world. Okay. So they had an altercation, etc., etc. Primarily Rory and Joe. Okay. And Mal and Rory are really cool. And Mal had a couple issues with Joe, but it wasn't really necessarily the end all be all. It was really Rory and Joe, and it was damn near on site. Okay. It was damn near on site. So they left and they went off to have their own podcast, right? Yeah, sure. That's what happened. So they're doing okay. Again, I watch them occasionally. I think they drop on the weekends. I think I see their podcast primarily like Saturday morning. So they probably drop like Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure. But you know how these Twitter streets are. Okay. You know, people will go through all your tweets. People will go back. They don't care if you've had that page for 10, 15 years. They gonna go searching. Okay. And someone went back searching and found that Rory called Beyonce, of all fucking people, a hood rat. Now, Rory is, allegedly, supposedly one of those black guys. I do know that he used to be engaged to a black girl. He's one of those black guys who, was all up in the culture. I do know he used to be engaged to a black girl. I think he cheated on her. I don't remember exactly what happened. But he's one of those. Okay. He's one of those that make me always say you have to be wary of people who want to belly flop into your culture. Okay. He's Irish. He has a culture, but I guess. So he decided to call Beyonce a hood rat. I have the article here from this was yesterday, updated this morning. Cool. So basically, it's from TMZ. The article is entitled "Rory Farrell of Rory and Mal sorry for racist anti-black post called Beyonce a hood rat." Okay, um, someone said, I guess he replied to something. Someone said, "Son, there are way worse baby names than Blue Ivy." Laughing my butt off. So he must have said something beforehand, right? This is from 2012. Okay, doesn't change nothing. Okay, 2012, he was probably on Joe Budden podcast. What year is this? This is 13. Dang, I guess 13 years ago. Or he has been on enough podcasts and and has blown up enough since then to know that he probably should have got rid of this tweet. But I love it for people like this who think it can't happen to them, and for them to get exposed for foolishness like this. Anyway, so the person said that there were way worse baby names than Blue Ivy. LMAO, cool. Rory replied and said, like the hood rat named Beyonce. Yeah. Okay. So it goes on to say Rory of Rory and Mal podcast fame is doing damage control after dozens of racist and hateful tweets resurfaced on the web, including one that completely devalued Beyonce's entire existence. Okay. It's a thing that says, shout out to the black men on Spaces who treated Rory and Mal. Mal replied to Rory's racist tweet was, "Who kids won't eat tonight because of his tweet?" Rocky said, "She's the girl on their podcast." She said the tweets were wrong, but insisted Rory was her friend still. I believe we are just so used to, we as just in general, especially black people, are just so used to racism, that like, I understand it's not even a trigger no more, but like it is so expected that like even comprehending and being okay with your Caucasian friend calling Beyonce, I don't know what else he said. We'll get into that in a moment, but calling Beyonce a hood rat is just completely diabolical, and saying, he's still my friend. Like, those things would never happen if the roles were reversed. Right? Those kind of things would never happen if the roles were reversed, because the women of their races are treated with more respect by them, especially in context to us, other races. They devalue their women all the time, right? But they won't let nobody else do it. Right? But for whatever reason in our culture and our community, it's okay. So Beyonce apparently is a hood rat, and it's cool because you hang out with him. He likes to play in the dark side of the pond, I guess. On Wednesday evening, Rory and his podcast co-hosts Mal and Demarius, I guess, I don't really watch them too much, hopped on Twitter, because I can't say the X. It's not the X. Hopped on Twitter Spaces only to receive a tongue lashing from several African American journalists and hip hop fans, upset with commentary he reposted several years ago on X, such as every black woman has either wanted to or thought about or actually did F a white guy. Hashtag white people facts. And I've never saw a good looking black woman. Mind you, this man, I just told you a little while ago that he was engaged to a black woman, but he's saying these things. But he says these things about the women of the culture he has invaded to make a profit off of, right? His entire career is based off the culture of the women he is insulting. Got you. So he deleted the tweets finally, okay? Because again, if these tweets, a lot of them were made in the early in the early 2010s. Since then, he has had this successful podcast with Maul. I don't know, like the last 4 or 5 years, maybe. And before then, he was on the Joe Budden podcast, which was extremely, and it's still extremely large, okay, and popular, okay. And nothing in him. This is white supremacy at its finest. Nothing in him made him say, I said a bunch of wild shit before I was put on. Maybe he was put on during the time. I don't know. I don't know his bio. But at least in the last 10, since 2015, at least, you've been put on in the culture that 2 or 3 years before you were insulting the women of. And it's bad enough that he did it in the first place. Okay, it's bad enough he did it in the first place. But it's even worse, in my opinion, that he just deleting these tweets. And ain't nothing about us as a people, as a culture, nothing made him feel like he had to do that before today. Nothing. Let's continue. She said commenters also caught him deleting some of his posts, which date back over a decade in real time as the public town hall meeting heated up. So while they were doing the Twitter spaces, he was actively deleting and people were screenshotting. Someone said, do your black ass mother and grandmother know you don't like black women? He said, nope. Then he said, y'all all love black women? He said, nah, mind you. Okay. I've never saw a good, then he retweeted someone that said, I never saw a good looking black woman. Okay. The most eye-popping of them all was when Rory personally labeled Beyonce as a hood rat while shitting on her and Jay-Z's daughter's Blue Ivy's name. Rory first met the group with sarcasm, standing on a position that he was a legit part of the hip-hop culture. These white people. To see white. But the angry Twitter Spaces participants pointed out that he owned the people and his black college fraternity, Cal for Apple Phi, a healthy apology. The podcaster eventually apologized, but stood his ground that the social media mob was adding extra sensationalism to the situation, because I guess it's okay to insult black women, even if you do pledge a black fraternity. It's just, I guess maybe because he pledged a black fraternity, he feels like it was okay and appropriate for him. And like, what's the problem? He's not comprehending why he cannot insult black women. Like, why black women would feel, well, he can do whatever he wants. Don't get me twisted. He can do whatever he wants. But in the context of, homie, your job is black culture. That probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. Okay. The last time we spoke to him, he was knocking Kendrick Lamar. Okay. He was knocking Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us Grammy nomination, things that make you go, So basically they're saying the last time they spoke about, this is TMZ, was when Rory was out here throwing shade at Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. It leads me to believe that Rory felt the way because he knows that he's infiltrated, like a lot of people, infiltrated our culture to make a buck, to make a dollar, to make some coins, while he completely dislikes the people of the culture. A fucking experiment. How about that? All right. Please get these likes up. Okay, let me look and see some of these comments, see what are y'all saying. Good morning, everybody. Hello, how are you? Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe. Okay. is what 45 looks like. Y'all know my birthday is next Thursday, if you did not know. And I am, it was so crazy. Can I say this? I remember, just a little quick before we go on to the next comment. I remember turning 30 and panicking. My baby brother literally dragged me out the closet. Literally. I was in the back of the walk-in closet crying. My life was over, because again, I'm getting divorced. I'm 30. I'm old. Bitch. That little nigga dragged me out the closet. And it is such a fucking hysterical joke right now because I am so excited to be turning 45. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I look like this. I think in the last 15 years, I did that thing. I did that thing. So thank you, Sean, and thank you everybody else. Wait, are y'all checking the comments? Somebody's making weird comments. And put people in timeout. A hood who? Beyonce from the upper side of Houston. We're all just hood who's, Ooh. All up in our culture with envy and hate. Anyway, let's move on. Can we move on to Akon? Okay. I heard the other day that Akon was arrested. All right. But then I heard this morning that it was an issue. So let's go back and see what is going on with Akon. So this article, again from TMZ, is entitled, "I Got Locked Up." Because that was the first thing that came to my head when I heard that Akon was arrested. Because it was a couple of months ago, wasn't his wives battling? They was fighting, weren't they? They was fighting about who the real wife, who the fake wife, who gonna get alimony, who not gonna get alimony. They was battling. They was battling, y'all. They was battling. So now Akon just got locked up, child, in Georgia of all places. So, not a bad thing. He got locked up allegedly for failure to appear for a suspended license. That's not necessarily a big deal, but down south, everything a black man do, hold on, is a big deal. I'm telling y'all, down south scares the shit out of me. I would be like, especially y'all put people on probation for like 30 years, which is fucking bananas. You might as well just give me the little 2-year time. I would rather do 2 years in jail than 30 years of probation in a place where they looking for everything to throw your ass in jail for the remainder of them 30. Listen. So anywho, let me move. Did y'all ever see my new over here? Well, you could only see me if you're watching vertically. Did y'all see my stuff from YouTube Shop? See how YouTube Shop be looking out for their creators? They like us. They like us real bad. Hold on, let me show y'all. They like us real bad. Okay, I can't even. I'll move that around. I'll fix it so y'all can see it. So you can see everything. Anyway, so Akon was arrested for a suspended license. Okay, cool. Akon was busted because he had a bench warrant issued for failure to appear for a suspended license, according to a new legal doc obtained by TMZ. Cops says it all started back in September when Akon was driving a Tesla Cybertruck in Georgia. Police said they were on patrol when they spotted a Cybertruck stranded in the middle of the road. Why the fuck is your Cyber? But okay. They say Akon was the driver and he told the cops the battery died. Your battery died? Bro, people in gas cars could at least get to the shoulder. So if your Cybertruck battery just died, it's just like any old machine just shut. You can't. It ain't even gonna give you a little putt so you can get to the what do you call it? Off the shoulder, on the shoulder. Nothing. Just right there in the middle. Okay, let's continue. I don't know about these cyber trucks. Well, I definitely don't know about them cyber trucks, but electric vehicles, yo, shit just dying like that. But okay, police say they called a tow truck to move the cyber truck, and while waiting, the officer says he discovered Akon license was suspended for failure to appear back in January of 23. Cops say Akon was issued a citation for driving while his license was suspended and released from the scene. The officer also noted in the report an illegal vape in the center console was seized during the inventory and submitted for destruction. Fast forward to November 7th, and Akon was arrested on a bench warrant. Akon got locked up in Georgia after being arrested on a warrant, but he already been let out of jail. The locked up rapper was busted in DeKalb County last Thursday. Okay, so I guess we're told the Chamble Police Department arrested Akon in the morning on an out of county warrant, and he was booked in jail and released within 6 hours. It's unclear what the arrest warrant. Okay. So, arrested Akon in the morning. So I'm trying to figure out, did he turn himself in for this warrant, or did they go to his house? Okay, they went to his house to arrest him. So the cops from September told him he had a bench warrant, and he didn't go and fix that. Hold on, I had to shut that down. And he didn't go and fix that. So they came to his house and arrested him. Listen, some of these men be slow. That's all I'm going to say. Some of them be slow. Some of them be slow because, oh my gosh. She said it's not enough charging stations around for me. He's Akon. I know about 4 people in the star. I don't know them personally, but like seen them that have charging stations at their house. Pull out the cord. One got a box on the corner. One pull out the cord and charge up the car parked in front of the building, in front of the brownstone. He's Akon. He can't afford. How people in the sty can afford to put charging stations in front of their house and on their property to charge their car on the fucking New York City sidewalk? But Akon can't afford to put a charging station in his house? Miss me with that one. No way. Yeah, Texas is ginormous. I know. She said we have 2 different time zones. It's ginormous. But that ain't no reason for Akon not to have a charging station at his house. Okay, he gonna miss us with that foolishness. All right, definitely miss us with that foolishness. So we're gonna keep today's show pushing. Hold on, I'm gonna remove so I can keep track of my stories. Bam. Mariah the Scientist. How love blinds the fuck out of us. Jesus Christ. All right, y'all. So, Mariah, Young Thug. This, you know what? Can I say this? I'm going to say this before I say the title of this article. It's giving. Mariah doesn't have any other kids, right? It's giving when what's Cardi B ex-husband name? Offset. It's given when Offset said, but you my baby mother, so I won. Tell me this ain't giving that. He said, I just put a baby in Mariah the Scientist on the red carpet on an interview. On the red carpet, on an interview. Okay, I just put a baby in Mariah. Not, oh, I put a ring on it. You know, we engaged, nothing. I just put a baby in her. She stuck with me. I just knocked her up. Hey, congratulations to us. Young Thug was standing tall at the GQ Men of the Year party last night, like a guy who has a man wrote this article. Like a guy who has strong swimmers that knows how to hit their target. A guy wrote this. TMZ Hip Hop caught up with Thug on Thursday evening outside of Chateau Marmont in Hollywood and asked why Mariah didn't hit the 1995 themed event. He said she had a show. Mariah also preparing for her Heart Sold Out separately tour. She got a tour coming up next year. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up this article. What's this? So he said he put a baby in her. But then I just clicked on an article from Hot New Hip Hop that's a week old that said Young Thug posts up with Mariah the Scientist after claiming they broke up because apparently a series of cheating admissions and leaked jail calls caused a rift in the world of Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist. That's what I was thinking. Didn't he get caught cheating? And God damn it. And she's pregnant. I want to know if she was pregnant beforehand or if she got pregnant after she found out he was cheating, because in some psychotic way, I feel like she found out he was cheating. And instead of having enough self-respect to say fuck you and understanding that she put in work, she was going up to see that man when he was in jail. She, like, what the fuck? She got embarrassed when they were first releasing jail calls. She put it in. Okay. And for him to come out and commence to start cheating on you says he ain't shit. And I've seen videos of people trying to interview Mariah on the red carpet and Thug feeling away, getting the attitude, storming off and shit like that. These men will sabotage your life. Whether you could work at McDonald's, bitch. That nigga, he mad, he jealous, he whatever, for whatever reason. You don't even have to understand the reason. The reason can sound like fucking stupidity to you because it's stupid. Most of the times it's dumb as shit. Okay, it's dumb. They don't. And they will try to drag you down to the pits of hell with them. He was so big when he got locked up. And now he was locked up for what, like 2 years. And now people are calling him a snitch. And his street cred or rap cred ain't what it used to be. And Mariah is blowing up. And he's mad about it. And he probably convinced her to have this baby on purpose. She's thinking, oh, so we can love and be together and we're going to have a family. And he is just thinking that this baby is going to sit her ass down. She has a whole tour scheduled next year. I don't know too much about Mariah the Scientist, but I know she wasn't big like this beforehand. She ain't have no fucking tour before. This might be her. Is she headlining? It's her headline tours. It might be her first. And she gonna be pregnant. Tell me that ain't a Cardi B out this bitch. Tell me that's not what Offset did to Cardi B to sit her down. Because they want you to be amazing, but not as amazing as they are. They want you to be fantastic, but it's not as fantastic as they are. They want the reporters to interview you, but as a backup to them. as the side question to their main interview. Not you being the one that they would like to take to like to talk to and asking Thugger, could he move over so they can get a good picture of her alone. He don't want that. He don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like that. That's why they get so upset. Brett, baby, you could work at Title Max. You could work at fucking Title Max. Publix, bitch. Get a promotion at Publix, bitch. Just to the head cashier, and these niggas is crashing out. Head loan officer at Title Max. You work so hard for that, and these niggas is crashing out. Upset about it. Trying to make you quit your job. Trying to sabotage you, calling you when you got meetings. Arguing with you before you leave for work so you'll have a bad day. So hopefully you'll get fired or some shit. Listen, I wish the best for Mariah. Thugger, whatever, bruh. I don't, your life is your life. You do what you do. But I wish the best for Mariah. And I wish that more women understood, really completely and truly understood their self-worth and how valuable they are. And that we are the number one stunners of this bitch. This bitch, aka this planet. And that these men, whether no matter how much you love them, or they say they love you, and you stood by him during his bid and all of that shit. I know people who have stood by a man for 25 years while he bid it out. He get home and he leave her in 6 months to go be with somebody else. Or put you first always. Now, I'm not going to say she should have dipped when the video of her, like, I mean, ain't you your baby? And all that shit came out, because that wasn't his fault. He was in jail, so it kind of is his fault. But that was media, etc., cool. But him cheating on you, him having an attitude and causing issues during when people trying to interview you, and him walking off and all of it. It was a whole thing. I think it was at the Essence Fest. I might be wrong, but I think it was at Essence Fest. And people are trying, because it's Essence Fest, and mostly women go to Essence Fest, and we don't go to Essence Fest to listen to fucking rappers talking about unaliving people. We go to Essence Fest, a lot of people, to listen to R&B and to swing and to swoon and sing and think about love and all of this shit. We go for women's songs. That's just what it is. So they're trying to interview her on a red carpet, and he walk off. First of all, I believe they were late. He walk off, storm off. She had to go run him down to get him, to bring him back. When you get the hint or a hint that these men don't want you to do well, if your dude attempts to embarrass you at we got a lot of Christmas parties coming up. Your dude act a mess at your Christmas parties. You know what's up. Don't make excuses. He got so much shit to say. You know what's up. Don't make excuses. He getting too drunk at your Christmas party. He trying to sabotage you, sis. He's starting shit. He trying to sabotage you, sis. Not, he just care about me. He trying to sabotage you, sis. He want to embarrass you in front of your coworkers. He's trying to sabotage you, sis. Don't let it happen. I wish Mariah the best. I know she'll be okay. But this, I really honestly don't think this is going to go the way she wants it to go. And I feel bad for her for that. But as we talk about babies, let's talk about Cardi B having her first baby by her boyfriend, Stefon Diggs. Okay, Cardi dropped that baby. We ain't even know. I was like, she dropped it already, but then I realized we ain't even know she was pregnant, how far pregnant she was, child. So Cardi B had her baby, and now she is back. Hold on, wait, did I put this up? Sorry. I'm prepared. And now she is back in the gym trying to get her body right because she didn't have 4 kids. She got 4 kids under 10. And child, ooh. So Stefon Diggs was in the room with her. Okay. So he's on the England Patriots. That makes sense. You know that all this time I didn't know what team he was on. Okay. What she said. They said Cardi announced, let me read. My life has always been a combination of different chapters and different seasons. My last chapter was the beginning of a new season. Starting over is never easy, but it's been so worth it. I brought new music and a new album to the world, a new baby into the world, and one more reason to be the best version of me. One more reason to love me more than anything else or anyone else. So I continue giving my babies the love and life they deserve. I told y'all, Cardi realized that self-love shit is important, and just dealing with the offset of it all was bananas. So yeah. I told y'all I'm not necessarily mad. I know people are talking about, he got mad babies, and Cardi don't care. Cardi don't care. Cardi, like, he can go. That's the thing I'm feeling. Cardi don't care. Cardi want her children. She want her children to be close in age. And in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I'm not, Cardi had a whole baby as quick as she did to put the final fucking nail in the coffin of Offset, of the coffin of their relationship, not of him. Fuck him. But like, you still my baby mama. That that was like, I'm gonna be another nigga baby mama. That right there, I'm telling you, the New Yorker just said, I'm gonna have another nigga baby. Fuck you. Who you think you are? You ain't special. Cause you know that he gonna think he's special because she has only ever had his children. She ain't even finished that. She ain't even finished writing him whatever spousal support he crying for, and she went and had a baby for another man. Okay, and like she just said, it's about her and her kids. She don't give a fuck about none of these things. He cool. Diggs is cool. She feel like he'll be a good dad. Take care of her. I don't know if they had a son or a daughter. Take care of her kid. They can be, it can be fun, but she good on it. And I'm not mad at her for that. So shout out to Cardi B for having her baby. And shout out to Cardi B because I recognize that hood shit anywhere, boy. She said, I'm going to have a baby with another nigga. That nigga, he did it to himself. Offset, where he said, you still my baby mama. That right there did it for him. That did it for him. That was the equivalent of when the dude said that shit. I think it's like she's a UK YouTuber, and her boyfriend basically was like, he got her pregnant. Oh, you stuck with me. And like the next video we saw, she was at the chop shop and she was geeking on it and laughing about it. Like, that is the energy, because he said the same shit that Offset said. So you think it was funny, and she went and she was like, abort mission. Mission. She said, I am no longer your baby mama. And this right now is Cardi B saying, I am no longer only your baby mama. Whole lot, nigga. whole lot. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow me out and follow me on my other. Oh, okay. And follow me on my other social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow, please subscribe, okay? And don't forget to donate to your girl. My birthday is when? Next Thursday, bitch. Next Thursday. Next Thursday, girl. Next Thursday. Okay, donate to the channel. It is thoroughly appreciated, okay? All right. What's this? Let me delete this. I be having things in the background. So let me jump back in these comments. How far are we? We got good time. That's what he said. That's what he said. If she pregnant, she looked like, listen, she rocked the bit out with him. He been exposed for cheating. She still ain't leave him. So I believe, yeah, he said it at the GQ interview and, you know, on the GQ red carpet. And yeah, I believe it. I do believe it. I don't believe it's going to go well for her. I believe it's a sabotage and a setup. But yeah. Please share this live. These girls thinks babies are baby dolls until they get it in the thick, until they get in the thick of it and realize what they gotten themselves into. And he gonna be outside, being outside while she's stuck at home taking care of her baby, trying to continue her career that is on the up and up while she's pregnant with a man who's probably not even going to want to change a diaper. Ooh. Just added real quick. She said Cardi had this baby for the blessing. She did. She don't give a fuck. Cardi is like, He did it. When he said, "You still my baby mama," she said, "Oh, I'm gonna show you a baby mama." She can afford to take care of her children. She don't need Stefon Diggs to be able to pay for private school or any of that shit. She said, you know what? I wanted about 4 kids around the same age group. I'm gonna have my baby. Watch me do it. Watch me do it. Yeah. She wants kids and have the money to do it. So I'm not here. Listen, she was married. She did it the way she was supposed to do it. You know what I'm saying? For the people who are going to be like, oh, she did it the way she was supposed to do it. And her husband didn't want to leave outside. She did everything she was supposed to do. Everything as a wife that she was supposed to do. And look what happened. So fuck it. I'm not mad. I ain't mad at her. Because if a nigga would have told me that, I would have more children. I would have had more. If I would have thought, I would have been like, oh, so you think watch me, baby mother brigade. Baby mother brigade, just out of spite. She did that shit out of spite. Now, I'm not gonna say out of spite, like Bree said, out of blessing. Because just because he fucked up, don't mean she can't have what she always wanted to have, and she always wanted to have a lot of children. And she don't care about, they have. What's the difference between Stefon Diggs having all these women who have babies? And Offset having all them women who have babies. Or she came into the situation with Offset with him having about 3-4 kids. Am I wrong? And Cardi B was the reason that he started having a better relationship with the children and children mother, because Cardi B is like, well, they all family. Very Hispanic, very bring everybody into the fold. Extremely. She gonna do the same with this baby. All them side babies that Stefon Diggs got, she gonna have all them babies at the party. All them babies gonna be at the party. Because it's not, it's about the family of it all. I've been suspected Cardi B had a son around, unless she really don't give a fuck, 4 kids she can't take care of. Somebody said they suspect she had a son. She probably did. 2 boys, 2 girls. Looking good to me. Jamie says she ain't mad either. Cardi is a Libra. I told y'all about Libras. They, they like to present well, like the image of it all. Like, it is so important. Like, so fucking important. The image of things, how things look to other people. And she did that. And now she on some fuck that shit. She did that. She rolled out. She caught cases for this husband. She rode out with him and his family. She did everything. She forgave, she forgived, all that shit. And what the fuck did that do for her? So now, fuck it. That's how I think she's where her mind is right now. Yes, that was the first T, Ashanti. You're going to have to go back. That was the first topic we spoke on. She's already prepped for the tour. You talking about Mariah the Scientist? She better be. She better be. Because she better be. Okay? She better be. She did it the right way. She did it the way everybody, first come love, then come marriage, then come you with a baby. She did all of that. And her husband couldn't be a decent fucking human being. He couldn't be a decent husband. So she dubbed that. She did it, then she dubbed it. She dubbed that. No, thank you. Keep it to yourself. She said, plus he was a deadbeat. He went to prison for child support. Jesus Christ. And we having these niggas babies. Are you talking about, you're not talking about Offset. You're talking about Young Thug. Nigga about Young Thug. And she having a baby for him. They ain't even married. No shade, no tea, but at least, and I've said this before. And again, I know being married doesn't change anything because I was married. It don't really change nothing if these niggas is date, But I will say that at least if you're married to these fuckers, divorce is a whole process. You're right. But you gonna get your support. You gonna get all of it. You gonna get more child support, period, because y'all were married. Married is a business arrangement, and even the courts understand that. So compared to in the courts, in the child support court or whatever, matter of fact, you don't even got to go that far because the divorce judge normally does that. Even if y'all don't do it, the divorce judge will put that shit in. Okay? And it's going to be more than if y'all were just dating or whatever and had a baby. And just saying, I've heard this, not saying that it happened to me or nothing like that, because I was just like, get this nigga the fuck out of my face. Even those people who don't get alimony, let's say you make enough money so you not ask, or you just not asking for alimony or whatever, the judge will put part of that alimony he think you should be getting into that child support. Your child support, so basically your child support, you're gonna get more child support if you are married to that man and something happened, instead of if you were just dating that man and something happened. Because at the end of the day, we still have to look out for our children. What love got to do with it? We got to make sure our children are taken care of. Okay. All right. Bitch, 45 is fine. Can I just say that? Shit. Y'all want to know where I got my hat? The link is in the description. No, it's in the product section. I just got this hat. I'm going to get a coat. I'm getting a coat to go with it. Not going to get, that sounds ignorant. I'm getting a coat to go with it. Y'all going to see that fit in a while. But I love this hat. And I got to go to my dental office after I get off of here. I got to go to request my x-rays. Because y'all know we going to get our teeth fixed. Okay. All right. So I wanted to look at least like somebody, I'm going outside more than 3 blocks away. I told y'all 3-block radius. I don't give a fuck. Hey, Canva, how are you? How are you, girl? She said Cardi had a son. Shout out to Cardi. She said, my husband is a Libra and my stepmother, who I love, is a Libra. I told y'all, my mother's a Libra. My mother's a Libra and my best friend is a Libra. Yeah. How things look are very important to Libras. Like, for real. Like, how things are presented to the world. It doesn't have to be that way in real life. But, it's the quintessential Libra, especially the women, the quintessential wife. They give perfect wife vibes, even though they might not be perfect wives. But that is, they try their fucking best to be the perfect wife, perfect, and let their home look like, they got, look, so beautiful and amazing, so great. Look at my children. Look at my husband. He's so beautiful. We're beautiful together. Look at our beautiful home. We're just the perfect couple. That's how Libras give it up. Okay. She said she thought she was different. Offset showed her he wasn't. Oh, she said Young Thug takes care of his kids. Well, good. Okay, good. Offset went to jail for child support. That's what you telling me? Love will fuck you every time, especially when you are lacking. I'm not gonna say don't have, because I'm not, there's levels to this shit. When your self-respect isn't where it should be. Let's say that. Because I'm not saying that, you ain't got none at all to, no, but sometimes, a lot of times, okay, especially the women that we speak about a lot, like, they just need a little more. They just really need to understand that, they are important. Or better yet, they are as important. Their feelings are as important as the men who they are treating like they're important. You understand what I'm saying? You can't be treating other people better than they're willing to treat you. If he's important, if his importance level is a 15 out of whatever, let's say it's a 15. I don't know the scale, bro. I don't know the scale. Your importance to you should be 15 or better. Should be more than 15, honestly. But you should not, your self-importance should not be hovering around a 12 and treating him like his importance is a 15. Because he gonna treat you like your importance is a 7.5. I don't know these scales, but I'm just saying. Listen, I am a firm believer in getting married. Like I said, I understand. Y'all know when we started this channel, I was all about that. But I comprehend why some people don't want to. You know, that's one reason why I think if you just want babies and you don't even want to marry that man, you might not want to have babies with that man. You may, if you just, you just need somebody to have babies with. I'm keep telling y'all the sperm bank is open. I'm dead ass serious. Because if you want to have a baby and you don't want to marry that man for whatever reason, because you know his red flags, they not gonna go away because you had a baby. Now you stuck with their red flags, and he's less likely. We spoke about this before. When a man says he don't, why would you marry a baby mother? He means his baby mother too. If he don't marry you before y'all had that baby, chances are, more than likely, of course not all, because some of y'all stupid asses gonna be like, well, I know and I did and more than likely, he is now less likely to marry you because he already got his fucking claws in you. And we already know, I'm not saying nothing, that marriage is more beneficial to men than it is to women. Okay? Just in general. But if you trying to have children and he even halfway worth shit, you need to be married to that man. You need to have insurance on that man. You need to make sure that that man is able to financially provide for them kids and you, whether he there or not there. AKA whether it goes to shit and y'all get a divorce. That's all I'm saying. Love is a beautiful thing. But Tina Turner says, what the fuck does love have to do with it? And she meant that shit. I mean that shit too. Especially when it comes to bringing children into this goddamn world. Because they are human beings. They're not dolls. They're not accessories. They're not people to buy cute sneakers for. And cute onesie outfits for. That times lasts very shortly. They are adults with personalities, attitudes. Trust me, I got one. They're human fucking beings. And they're not going to be what you want them to be. They're going to be who they are. And they're fucking human. And the deadbeat nigga you chose, whatever the fucking situation is, you got tricked into, whatever the fuck the situation is going to negatively affect your child. Hindsight 2020. That's why I continue to say all the time, if he don't love you like cook food and will drink your bath water, baby, you might as well go to the sperm bank. Because a kid ain't gonna feel abandoned if you got them from a sperm bank. They're gonna feel extra loved by you. Because you put in mad fucking thought and effort. And there's nobody who abandoned them, regardless of the situation. They ain't gonna feel no way about no nigga, whether he there full time, half the time, whether he go off, have another family. I said what I said. Let's wrap this up. Cause we almost at an hour. She said that, yes, it's a legal contract. It's a legal contract. And again, hindsight 2020, that's why I really want us to reach out to the young girlies, the younger girlies, because we can't take back shit. Okay? And we would like to warn them before they are in a position where they wish they could, where they knew better. We want to cheat, we want to let them know. You can't say nobody ain't tell you. Joe told you. I know y'all. I told y'all my stepmother's about the appearance, but she definitely want those scales balanced. My husband cares about the looks and balance. Yeah, it's all about how I would look, baby. She said, 1,000% agree. Sperm bank. I've even talked to Abby about it. She said all the guys her age are trash. And if I'm just saying, if it's like that, and and you want a baby, you don't just settle for the least trash nigga. It's still gonna be detrimental to your kid, boy. It's going to be detrimental to them. They're gonna feel away. But I don't see too much. They might go looking for the sperm donor when they grow up and all of that. But like for the most, even if the sperm donor is an ass, it's not really gonna affect your kid like the way it would if it was, if the dude just abandoned. Then he just put some sperm and whoever chose the sperm is who chose the sperm, whatever. It's not really gonna affect that kid like that. That's how I feel. I keep saying it. Whole life insurance, whole everything. They better be. No issues, no worry. They got somebody. That baby ain't never gonna feel neglected by a dad who wasn't there for him. Never. I use Sony cameras. I think this is the A700. I'm not sure. I think this camera, somebody asked me what camera I use. This is like the A700 with I got a lens on here. I don't know. Not the regular lens. I got a nice lens on here, but this is the A700. And for my short videos, most of them where I'm not sitting here, I'm recording on a ZV-1 for those who ask. Okay. It is. All right, y'all. So we gonna get out of here. I gotta go request my fucking X-ray records. Okay, so I gotta get up out of here. I do have videos set up to drop, like I've had the last couple of days. They're gonna continue. We'll see. I might be able to come up here tomorrow as well. I might come back later. Who knows? Let me go to the hospitals, get these daggone records so we can, get these teeth together. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I love y'all. And as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden because there's no other way to live.